Startup validation, ensuring the foundation for sustainable innovation. In the modern entrepreneurial landscape, thousands of startups emerge every year, yet only a small fraction achieve lasting success. According to data from the Harvard Business Review, around 75% of startups fail, often due to the lack of market need for their product. This alarming figure underscores the critical importance of startup validation, the process of testing, verifying, and refining a business idea before full-scale launch. Startup validation allows entrepreneurs to minimize risks, allocate resources wisely, and ensure their solutions align with real customer needs. What is startup validation? Startup validation is the systematic process of confirming that a business idea is both desirable, solves a real problem for customers, feasible, can be technically and operationally built, and viable, can sustain a profitable business model. It typically occurs in the early stages of a startup's development, before significant time and money are invested. Validation is not merely about proving that an idea works in theory, but that it works in the market. It involves obtaining feedback from potential customers, testing assumptions, and iteratively improving the product concept based on real-world evidence. The importance of validation. 1. Reduces risk of failure. By testing assumptions early, entrepreneurs can identify flaws in their ideas before spending heavily on product development or marketing. 2. Informs product-market fit. Validation helps determine whether the product addresses a genuine problem and whether people are willing to pay for it, the foundation of achieving product-market fit. 3. Guides strategic decision-making. Evidence from validation informs business model design, target customer segmentation, and pricing strategies. 4. Attracts investors and partners. Investors are more likely to fund startups that have validated their market hypothesis with real data and traction. The process of startup validation. The validation process can be broken down into several stages. 1. Idea definition and hypothesis building. The entrepreneur begins by defining the core idea and identifying assumptions underlying it. These assumptions usually involve who the target customers are, what problem is being solved, why the proposed solution is better than existing alternatives. For instance, if a founder believes busy professionals want healthy meals delivered daily, this becomes a testable hypothesis. 2. Problem validation. Before testing the solution, it's crucial to ensure the problem actually exists. Methods include conducting customer interviews, observing behavior through ethnographic research, distributing surveys to identify pain points. If users show strong frustration with existing solutions, the problem is validated. 3. Solution validation. Once the problem is confirmed, entrepreneurs present their proposed solution through landing pages that describe the product and track signups, prototypes or minimum viable products (MVPs) to test user engagement, pre-orders or pilot programs to assess willingness to pay. For example, Dropbox famously validated its idea with a simple explainer video demonstrating how the product would work. The overwhelming sign-up response confirmed market interest before building the actual software. 4. Market validation. This step examines market size, competitors, and trends. Entrepreneurs test pricing models through A/B testing or early sales, marketing channels, ads, email campaigns, target audience responsiveness. Tools like Google Trends, SEMrush, and customer development interviews can provide useful data. 5. Continuous learning and pivoting. Validation is not a one-time event but a continuous learning cycle. If validation data reveals weak demand or poor user experience, startups may pivot, altering their idea, audience, or model based on insights. Slack, for example, began as a gaming company but pivoted to become a communication platform after validating where user interest truly lay. Common validation techniques. 1. Customer interviews, understanding problems and pain points firsthand. 2. Surveys and questionnaires, gathering quantitative insights at scale. 3. MVP, minimum viable product, launching a minimal version to measure interest. 4. Smoke tests, using landing pages or ads to gauge click-through interest before product launch. 5. Crowdfunding, testing market willingness to pay, for example, Kickstarter. 6. Usability testing, observing how users interact with prototypes or early versions. Case studies. Airbnb. Before building a full platform, the founders tested demand by renting their own apartment to conference visitors in San Francisco. The quick response validated that people were willing to pay for short-term stays in others' homes. Zappos. Founder Nick Swinmurn validated online shoe sales by photographing shoes in local stores, posting them online, and only buying them when customers made a purchase. Buffer. The founder launched a simple landing page describing a social media scheduling tool and measured how many visitors clicked, plans and pricing. The positive feedback confirmed interest. Challenges in startup validation. Despite its benefits, validation has limitations. Entrepreneurs may misinterpret feedback due to confirmation bias, collect non-representative data from friends or small samples, delay execution by overvalidating, analysis paralysis. Thus, balance is key, enough validation to gain confidence, but not so much that momentum is lost. Startup validation is the cornerstone of modern entrepreneurship. It empowers founders to test assumptions, build products customers actually want, and navigate uncertainty with data-driven decisions. In an age of rapid innovation and resource constraints, validation transforms ideas into evidence-backed opportunities, increasing the odds of creating not just another startup, but a sustainable business that delivers real value. Thank you for watching.